Let's go, let's go. If you just let go.
Let's talk about ZZ Mills. She tweeted and said, women will talk about constantly being sexualized and then partake in all the challenges that sexualize the hell out of us. And she was speaking about the Bussit challenge, which is the new craze.
All the challenges. She's
with the song from Erica Banks, Bussit, and they got the I think my butt getting big.
I think my butt getting big.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yo, when I first heard that in the car,
That's what Hot in Here, right? Yeah, Hot in Here.
Yeah.
Simple Hot.
I was like, who is this? But I think that whether you Bussit challenge or not, you getting sexualized.
Facts.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a stupid tweet.
Yeah. I feel like people need to know the difference between being sexual and being sexualized. Being sexual, that's your personal sexual expression.
A Bussit challenge.
That's, you know what I mean, how you dress, how you talk, how you move,
And how
that's
you
your
bust it,
sexual
and how you bust
expression.
it.
Right. Are you
But
being sexy on it?
Being sexualized is deeper than that. That's something that's going to happen whether you, however, no matter how you dress, no matter how you act, no matter what you're doing, because I know I could go looking bummy
and you still gonna get some play.
You still get harassed.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I would hit on
and
you
if you
in
say
sweats.
no, niggas is actually shocked that you said no because you're supposed to be here on this earth to want niggas. So why would you possibly
She's
not
so
want to
petty.
talk to me? You know,
Break it down, like, technically.
and
what were women made
you
for?
have no other purpose
What
other
were-
than to want niggas.
And
I mean,
man, if you don't believe
Not
that,
necessarily. I don't want. That sounds terrible to say, but to procreate.
I mean, but you don't have to. And so my thing is, it's not just about
That
that.
just
I
kinda
no,
defends
but I'm saying
the whole purpose of-
I get that part of it.
Never mind.
But there's the part of being sexualized is that you're only valued for that.
Facts.
Even though you have all these
I-
other ways that you express
I was
yourself,
just-
you're only valued for your sexual
There's only,
expression.
there's only so
Problem.
much you can do to not be sexualized, like not go outside. That's the first thing. If you're a woman, you don't want to be sexualized, stay in the house. But sexualization is so basic, even on, like we talked about off air. Even when greeting someone, if I walk up to someone and I ask them for their phone number, I've already sexualized that person. That's what it's attracted to me them already. And her decision is gonna not necessarily based on my intellect because she doesn't know me. If she says yes or no, it's based off of how I look, right? So it's sexualization is that simple. Right, so it happens every day, all day. Old people sexualize people, young people sexualize people. First thing you do
No,
is
that's attraction. That's not sexualization.
But-
that's attraction. Because sexualization, again, like I said, it would. Are you only talking to her because you think that's all she? Like, I only want to talk to her for how she looks.
usually
That's it.
it's for the
Initiation.
smash.
To initiate.
Don't girls be saying like, I knew I was gonna fuck him when I first met him and shit? I've heard that.
That's
before.
attraction. Ain't nothing wrong with being attracted to
it's-
somebody,
that's
right?
sexualization.
That's sexualization. If
No,
you're
it
talking
ain't.
About, how is it not? If you're talking about
If you talk-
sexualizing somebody,
If the word sex is in the
right? I want to fuck
No,
somebody. I'm not
no.
sexualizing you though.
No.
Hey, I want to give you my dick. I'm not sexualizing.
Is that
you,
the same, Rob? Is attraction and sexualization the same thing?
But off that topic of I'm going to fuck you, that's sexualization.
no, it ain't.
wait,
How is it
hold
not?
on. I think there's a.
I love this episode.
I think there. Yeah. I know you do.
I love it.
Anytime you're bouncing from side to side like a little
Yeah,
kid,
I love
I
it.
know you like it.
I love it.
I think there's a very thin line. I think
Okay.
that
I could agree with that.
you can be attracted to somebody's body and not sexualize them. I think sexualizing them is the only importance or value that they have is based
Thank
on
you.
you being their sex, their
So,
sexual
like
attraction.
the last conversation we just had, he was sexualizing his wife, so they're not working.
What?
Okay,
That's
yeah.
it. Right?
I mean, I could agree with that.
Right?
If
I-
her
Are
only,
you talking about
yeah.
for the
if
weight
her only
the
value
weight thing.
is her what she can offer
in the bedroom?
in the bedroom, then yeah.
just based off of what the example we're using.
But just because you're attracted to somebody does not mean you're sexualizing them.
But I'm just saying, based off that comment of the whole, I want to fuck them.
But can you
If
see?
you feel like that's the only value that they have and that's the only reason you want to talk to them, yeah.
But can you see value in somebody and still think that I still want to sleep with them?
That's attraction. I keep trying to tell y'all.
Right.
No, I mean I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions.
So all I'm saying,
Look,
was,
I do the cricket eye.
look, all I'm saying is you didn't see his comment as sexualization. You saw that's just being attracted to.
Yeah.
But that's why is that any different if a man says, "Oh, I want to fuck her"? How is that any different if if she hasn't yet to meet him yet, actually get to know him yet, and she said that, that's still sexualization. You can still be attracted to somebody, and then you get to know them and shit, and it's like, all right, cool, I'm still attracted to you, not just because of the sex, but initially it started off as sexualizing.
I guess.
That's how I took it.
I think it's attraction.
Because
I think it's attraction.
Because like you can
still.
say, I want to fuck somebody and shit, but you don't. And you start getting to know them.
Mm-hmm.
You initially sexualize them, but then it's like,
So,
all right, cool,
so
I'm
you're
gonna break
attracted
this
to the
down.
point without knowing somebody that you want to have sex. How about we do that?
Well, I'm
How about
if
we
Well,
that's
I
how
think
y'all
because
move,
to
that's
me,
how y'all
to
move.
me,
I ain't
to
mad.
me, when you're saying that, to me, it's more of a I can see myself having sex with this person.
Sexualization. So what
you're
you're saying?
attracted to
So,
them.
Because you're attracted
so
to
what
them.
you're saying? Sexualization is the act of that your only value
I just
is
read
sex.
it. I literally just read it.
Yes.
It says individuals
Maybe I had
are
the wrong-
regarded as sex objects and evaluated in terms of their physical characteristics. So that's it. And some people do see women like that. Some people see men like that.
Well, I can
get
see what BJ's
sexualized
saying.
all the
I
time.
can see what Photo
Because
B's saying.
he's not wrong.
But I'm just saying that ain't right.
He's not right either.
Well, and you know what? And to play devil's advocate, I can see what Photo B's saying
that's what I was asking him.
because at the beginning, you can be attracted to somebody, but not because you want to have sex with them. You can say, oh, they have a pretty smile, they have beautiful eyes, they, you know what I mean, like or I'm attracted to just their chemistry or to their vibe, or they seem like that they will be somebody I would get along with.
I mean,
So-
I've always agreed when they say like, they give like that list and they be like, the levels of why you like somebody.
Yeah.
And people always be like, they don't never pick like the physical, and I'm like, that's a lie.
That's a
because
fucking lie. It
because you didn't talk to them because you saw them and was like, oh, her mind.
Right.
Like, no, like
Right.
you talk to
Well,
them
that was
at
my point.
first
That was my
for
point
their
when I said
physical.
that.
But that doesn't mean you have to sexualize somebody.
Right.
That just means you're attracted to somebody.
Okay,
how
that's
you
fine.
move with that person is
well, you know what?
'Cause
I think
people always trying to get me naked.
I
so
think
it's sexualizing me.
here's the difference. I think what Photo B is saying is, so let's say I see somebody from across the room
You're like,
and
damn,
I
I
say
wanna
I would
smash.
smash, or I want to smash.
Yeah.
So your
I wanna
only
smash.
motivation and intention for talking to that person is to smash.
Initially,
I think that's sexualization, right? But
Yeah.
I think if you see them and you say they're attractive, I could see myself smashing, but I want to go talk to them and kind of get to know them a little bit more.
The
That's
intention of how you
that's
move.
attraction, right? Because you see that they're attractive, but you do want to get to know more about them outside of just smashing.
I need to
Because
report.
really, because like if you see somebody that you want to smash,
Mm-hmm.
right, and you start a conversation, that conversation will let you know if you're going to smash or if you want more.
So isn't that sex? So that's
Sexualization.
Well, I'm saying the conversation is you either going to know like, do
Either
I only want to smash or do I want
either
more?
you believe women are only here for your personal pleasure or not.
There you go.
Literally,
That's
it's
innocent.
literally that simple.
That's
Either you
innocent.
believe women are just
Time
on this
out.
earth for you to smash, or you don't.
So this sexualization only works towards women.
I didn't, but this is what we're talking about
No, we're
right
talking
now.
about in that-
He
in that-
talking
Oh,
about wanting
gotcha.
to
in
smash.
that
I'm
instance.
talking about
because it
him.
definitely works both
So,
ways.
no,
Got you.
okay.
Oh, got you. I see.
Yeah.
That's
Look, this is what we're
is
gonna
that
do.
simple
This
or
is what we're
not?
gonna
Let
do.
them fight.
No,
No.
because
It's
like,
that
okay, so
simple.
because all I'm saying is, you don't initially be like, I'm gonna go and get to know that person, not just because they look good and shit, right? You might want to say, hey, I low-key want to fuck with her, right? Start a conversation. The conversation is gonna let you know whether you're going to start just saying, hey, look, I just still only want to fuck, or you know what, I fuck with the
I
conversation.
don't
Let me
think
see
most
what's up.
people. I don't think most people come out and just say they want to fuck.
They're
Just
not,
straight
but
up.
no, they think it. They're gonna
Men.
think it.
Well, shit. I
Women
ain't gonna
do
speak
too.
for. I ain't gonna speak for other women.
Women do
I'm gonna
too.
speak for myself because you looking good is not enough to smash.
Bro, you know how many times I
because if
pulled
you're
up.
dumb,
No fact, but look,
I'm not even attracted to you no
But
more.
I
like you can
pulled
say
up-
one thing, and it's like I would
pulled
never
up
have
to
sex
places.
with you,
understand.
ever.
I pulled up in places in new cars, and I've had women that I've never even known. She's like, "I want to fuck you and your car." That's totally sexualizing.
That's good for them.
That's gold.
That-
That's gold digger
Slash
isolation.
sexualization.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. But I'm
so
just saying, so it does happen.
it
Both
does
ways.
happen.
I'm saying it
I
happens
think-
both ways. It's trash both ways, but all I'm saying is, I don't.
Listen.
At the end of the line,
Listen.
at the end of the
I
day,
don't
the
feel like
Bussit
being
challenge is
attracted
not-
to somebody.
The Bussit
Yeah,
challenge
we
is
ain't
not
even
the
talked
reason
about the
why-
That's what I'm
Bussit.
saying. That's
Yeah,
what I was
Bussit
trying.
challenge is
I
not
was
the
trying to
reason why
pivot
we
y'all
get
to that.
sex.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a sex therapist on the show.
Hell, but yeah.
So
Okay.
if you have expertise in this area, because we are obviously fumbling over this and we need some expertise, hit us up. Email
Yeah,
the
we-
reverbexperiment@gmail.com.
We sound like the Joe Budden podcast
but
today.
but we will. Let's get back to the subject.
Sexualization, but
Was the Bussit challenge?
I don't feel like it adds to it
I don't either.
because It exists on its own. It don't need no help. It's gonna exist without challenges. It existed before when women was completely covered from head. You go to other countries.
let me ask you a question.
It's the same shit.
Let me ask you a question.
It's
Let
the
me ask you.
same shit,
Let me
no
ask you
matter
a question because I agree with you. Do you think that challenges like the Bussit challenge encourage more sexualization, or right? Because we already know sexualization is going to happen regardless.
That's a good question.
Do you think that it encourages? Because I think that it does encourage more sexualization.
But what we need to do is we need to take the it shouldn't be on women to close the moral gap. Like we shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like that moral gap has to close on its own. It can't be on the shoulders of women. It just can't. It's been on us all this time. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
women got to act a certain way. You know, again, you see them posts where it be like women be fully covered and going there, they be like, is this appropriate to wear to church? The men gonna get distracted. Stop saying that shit.
I got you.
Like it can't be on us to close the moral gap by how we move and what we do.
I mean,
so you're not.
It just can't.
I think that men are gonna be men regardless of what you're wearing, like you're saying, right?
Just enjoy the challenge. And treat women
But
with
you
respect.
can-
Still, you can still treat women with respect.
I'm not saying about
Maybe I'm not saying like, oh, you know, go on her page and hype her up
But
or
that's what
whatever.
they're
I'm just
doing.
saying, but in general,
But that's
I'm saying in general, the way that you move and think about women should not change because of a Bussit
Right.
challenge.
Well,
Women, they busting it. Damn, women ain't shit. No, it don't work.
I don't
like
think
that.
anybody's saying that.
Well,
No,
I
but I'm
know,
just
I
saying.
think-
In general, I'm just saying, like,
Lights.
how your mindset towards women shouldn't change because you see them busting on the internet.
because I do agree with you. I do agree with you that sexualization is going to happen, but I also think that it encourages sexualization. Even though you're saying that the moral gap can't just be on you guys, but when you guys already know that men are programmed and hardwired for that particular activity, to say that it doesn't promote sexualization or over sexualization or it doesn't help sexualization is to say that if you walk around naked, people aren't going to like you more. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't. It just is what it is. If the less clothes you have on, the more attention you're gonna get.
I think also too is like,
And that's the problem, regardless.
I think people.
That's the thing. Whether I got no clothes on or not, it was already a problem.
But the intent of the Bussit challenge is to be sexual and to be sexualized.
No, it's to be sexy.
It's to whatever you
And
want.
it's to have
whatever
fun.
It's
Shit.
to have fun, but
People, and honestly, really the
They put in
biggest
hella work to do
But
that
this
shit.
is the thing. The biggest thing about these Bussit challenges and why these challenges keep happening is because it's not about necessarily the twerking. It's about the before and the after. That's really majority of what people
What do you
enjoy doing it
What do you
for.
mean?
Because the first part of it, they're
You
busted,
looking busted,
they
and
got
then you
their-
look good.
and then they change it.
That's really the biggest.
I understand
But
what
the
you're
thing
saying,
that
but
people-
you can bust it without throwing your ass in a circle.
Right, but
But if you want to.
like the
But if
beginning
you
is
want
like,
to, that's your thing. But
Right.
you can't be like.
Yes, you can.
But then when.
Because I see what the fuck you gonna say.
but then niggas but then no I'm gonna say but then you can't be like you're surprised at the amount of attention. I'm not saying that you can't feel it kind
We're
of
not.
way and you shouldn't be. Okay,
That's
then
the problem.
That's why.
Go ahead,
That's
go
why
ahead,
these
go ahead.
Niggas is gonna
conversations
be
are
niggas.
pointless.
Couple things.
These
One-
conversations are pointless. Then
One, twerking was never seen anything other than sexual. Has twerking ever like since they start twerking on social media? Has it ever been?
a sophisticated twerker.
So for one, as soon as you start twerking on the gram and shit and putting it up and your ass shaking like that, why would you assume you're not gonna get sexualized? You're doing something that's been known to be some sexual shit. We get mad at kids for doing the shit because we know that's
Because they're not grown.
Exactly.
We talking about adults.
Right. Right. Well, I'm saying because that's some grown folk shit, right? Why do we see it that? Because we sexualize twerking, correct? So it's automatically you're doing a challenge that is sexualized. That has something involving sexualization.
I understand that you were busted and now you're fitted.
Right. And now the song choice. If you don't want to be sexualized, the song choice at the beginning is talking about I think my butt's getting big. Right? Bussit. That whole shit. The whole shit is some sexy shit. You can't get mad about doing a challenge and being a sexy challenge and being sexualized. Because you know everything involved in that shit is steps of sexualization.
Right, but I
So
think
you're,
I
so
think
you're,
hold on, hold
so,
on.
but this is the thing. That is one, again, like I said earlier, that is one form of self-expression. If you ignore all the other ones, that's sexualization.
Right. So
Nobody said that you can't appreciate the challenge or appreciate a woman or whatever that what you see. I'm saying if you then, because of the Bussit challenge, feel like women's only value is sexual expression, that's sexualization.
Right, but I don't think anybody.
Do you feel like that? When you see a woman do the Bussit challenge, you be like, that's all she got to offer.
Nah.
She ain't got.
Well,
Because I don't.
If you don't, then that's not.
you have to look.
You can still appreciate
Nah,
it.
because
You
I've
can't
seen
do
I've
that.
seen some people that I feel like are pretty fly that were doing the Bussit challenge, like a fly individual.
And they were probably doing it because they want to have fun.
right. They were doing
So-
it for
But that's
it for
what
fun.
I'm saying.
But
That's
what I'm saying.
the difference
But you-
between someone being sexy and then sexualization. Because if you look at her and now say that you write her off and say anything else she got going, her businesses, whatever, don't matter because of this. That's sexualization.
All right. Yeah.
We got it.
If you're not looking
That's
at,
all I'm
if you look, it also you gotta look at all this shit that she posts on Instagram too, on social media. If it's pretty much the same kind of content and shit,
I mean,
If
that's her
she-
business.
right, then you can expect that that's what kind of shit that she's trying to put out.
But
if she's not talking about business, if she's not
But
talking about all these uplifting.
the main question, the main question was, do these things help women become more sexualized? And
Yes.
they're already sexualized, but yes.
Yes.
You are subjected to being sexualized, but I think what Steph is saying is you're subjected to being sexualized no matter what you do.
That's what
So-
that's,
And
that
that's
was
the
my
difference
first
is
point.
that
That was
women,
my first
women
point.
Yeah,
it's
I know what
changing
you're saying.
that narrative.
But
Like
it
women are
does
just kind of like,
increase-
fuck it.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and I think us as men, I think again, we always talk about the work, right? Women have work to do, men got work to do. As far as men, because I can only speak on my standpoint, is that if a woman is being sexy in her own right, men, we got to stop thinking that when she's doing that, it's like some rain dance asking for men to get in her inbox and try to give her the D. You might just want to just have fun and be sexy on your page by yourself. And I think a lot of people think, oh, if she's doing that and posting it on her Instagram, that it's an advertisement for other men to come in and she wants to have sex with them.
I don't think that it's an
'Cause
advertisement for.
I doubt
don't-
you do the
I
shit you
don't-
do for women to pop in your inbox doing the shit they do.
No, I don't do any
You
of that
don't.
shit.
Right,
Yeah.
and we
they
talked
do.
about
But
we
so-
talked about that and we talked about posting certain things and then getting unsolicited pictures and unsolicited messages.
But that's the twofold thing, because you knew when you were making the video that was a possibility that would happen, right?
But
So
that's
you-
not her responsibility.
That's
though.
not her.
but-
That's not her responsibility.
But here's the thing, though.
That's not her responsibility, because I'm not an inbox jumping nigga.
Right.
So I don't do that shit.
Right.
Because niggas take screenshots and all kind of shit. I'm
Right,
cool. Right.
right.
So I'm not a nigga who's gonna watch you twerk and then jump in the inbox.
Right.
But if I'm telling another nigga, yo, bro, she's not. This is not. She doesn't want your attention. Right. I just feel like it's only fair to recognize that. If you post this, just having fun or whatever, you already know you were going to be sexualized in sweatpants with a do-rag on.
Yeah.
Right? So you can't be you can be upset, but I don't
I mean,
feel
it
like
happened
you
to me.
should be
I did a
upset.
video. I got reached out to by a swimsuit company to do a video.
Did you do it?
I did it.
Yes.
And of
Do
course,
more.
it was niggas that had shit to say. But at the end of the day, I did not post that for niggas to see my body.
Right.
Like literally, it was
So it was
to
popping?
promote a product.
Was it popping?
It was cool. But I got a question for you though, Ronnie.
What's up?
You did say that you know that women are attracted to money and what you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think by posting the cool things you have, women ain't gonna hop in your inbox?
Yeah, but I don't complain about that.
He still got the right to post what he want to post, but he's
But I don't complain about
For
that.
me, but to act like it's unsolicited or it's shocking when a girl
It's not.
texts you that, I'm like,
It's not. Nothing that happens in my inbox. Nothing that happens in my inbox, especially because a lot of the shit that we do is above the norm or the average, right? I'm not ever. That's why I'm not impressed by people in my inbox, because I expect it, right? That's why I'm not offended when people come from me on my page and they got negative shit to say, because I expect it. When I expect all of that, because I know what kind of person I am and I take accountability for the type of content that I post, right? So if a person hates me, I'm okay with that. But I said what I wanted to say, and it's off my chest. So if I post that I flipped a house, or I post that I help somebody get their credit up, I know that shit's coming, right? I just don't respond to it.
I feel like we shouldn't have to give those. I feel like we have to give disclaimers when we want to do certain things or move a certain way. We got to give the disclaimer of I'm a good person. I'm dope. I'm this. I'm that. Because and it's weird to me that even to the simplest thing of like women who enjoy wearing wigs, they always feel the need to say I got hair though. Like you don't have to explain
Right.
what you
You
do
just
or
put
how
your
you
wig
move.
on.
Just do what the fuck you want to do. And if somebody want to assume something about you, let them.
Yeah, I
Right,
think.
y'all.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
I like what you said.
What?
Take accountability of what you post.
Well, because I can't have somebody. I can't sit up here and then be like, I can't sit up here and ask her the question. Do you think it helps with the being sexualized, right? And then know that if I'm always posting that we're flipping houses or we're making money or we're helping somebody else or that we're moving, right? I can't act like it doesn't happen to me, right? But I also understand that I can control the number of people that come into my inbox. If I don't want certain type of attention, or if I can't handle certain type of attention, then I just don't post certain type of stuff. That's why I don't post in the so much in the Reverb all the time, because I rather say what I gotta say at the table, because then they can get the whole story. Because I don't want a whole bunch of people thinking I just want to bash people because we're not the same. You know what I'm saying? So just like I take accountability for that, like I tell you guys in the private messages and when we talk in person, I understand what I'm gonna get back for saying what I'm saying. That's all I want from.
But I feel like it goes further when people are saying it encourages sexualization. I think it goes further than you posting it and somebody getting your inbox. I feel like she was more so talking about just in general, as far as like how men move when we're in public, how they handle us, whatever. So she's saying, does it further that agenda? I feel like not necessarily. You personally, you posted this, somebody gonna get in your inbox. That's, that could be attraction.
I think the biggest,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it. I mean,
so I don't feel like that's necessarily what she means as far as furthering sexualization.
Maybe it's on a one-on-one basis. G-Focus. Maybe it's a girl that has a regular job, and then somebody at the job sees the Bussit challenge, and then they start treating her differently.
Or no, just how men mindset towards women.
I think to wrap it up, so we can get to the next topic. I think it really just comes down to, is it dehumanizing? Are you only looking at somebody, like what Steph said, for your personal pleasure? And when it gets to that point, whose responsibility is it on? Because whether you post a Bussit challenge or you post a dress or you post like maybe a photo shoot with Photo B, it doesn't matter what the woman has on. As a man, if you believe that that's what women are here for, then it doesn't matter what they got, what they're doing, what they sing, what they post, whatever. You're thinking that you're automatically going to think that the only way that this woman has value to me is her spreading her legs. And because of that, I'm going to view her value based on that.
Well, that's trash.
And it's trash. Yeah. So I think we can all agree on that.
I agree with that, definitely.
Okay.